In this video, we're about to talk about what are your options for taking yourself up financially in 2024. The best way for you to make it happen is probably going to be franchising. Let's talk about the pros and cons.
We come from poverty, man, we ain't have a thing.
We come from poverty, man, we ain't have a thing.
A franchise is a way of doing business that involves a franchisor and franchisee. The franchisor is a business with an established brand, intellectual property, and business systems. The franchisee is a person or business that pays an initial fee and an ongoing share of profits to the franchisor for the right to do business under their name and using their business systems.
Let's talk franchising. I was exposed to it a little differently than Rick Ross with Checkers and Wingstop.
Let's start. How do you go about owning the first Wingstop?
Really, it was just me really loving the lemon pepper chicken wings. I was at my barber shop one day, dude walk in, I could smell that shit. That shit was talking to me. Well, I said, what is that? Oh, I got it from right there. Oh, yeah? Yeah. I went and got some lemon pepper wings. That was noon. I went back maybe 8 p.m. that night, got some more lemon pepper wings. It became one of those things once I got in position, got some, money, being on the road. I bought my first one, just really on some cool shit. Just wanted to be able to pull
like
up in a Ferrari with a sexy chick.
But for me, it was the Metro PCS, AKA Metro by T-Mobile. Franchising can give you access to a big brand for a lower startup cost than starting your own business, because if you start your own business, right, 9 times out of 10, you're starting the business and you got to educate the consumers on why they should shop with you. Even if you sell hot dogs, people right now have a hot dog cart or stand or store that they go to. So when you want them to buy hot dogs from you, you got to bring them in with marketing, lower price hot dogs, different toppings, things that make you unique. When you franchise, you give yourself instant access to a business and a brand that's already built. So people that shop at Checkers or that shop at Wingstop on this corner are going to shop at Wingstop again on that corner when they're in a different city.
Oh, I bought my first one, and I want to say by the time I bought my second one, which was maybe a year later, a year and a half later, my second store became $1 million a year store.
That's going to bring them to you, so it gives you access to more customers without you having to spend the money and spend years and years and years building the brand. So for me, what they really was doing was like dumping stores off. I ain't gonna hold y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all the truth. They was dumping stores off because they didn't want to run the stores anymore, and they understood the whole goal is to get access to the inventory, because everybody don't get access to them little cheap phones that y'all be, you know what I'm saying? Everybody don't get access. So they became a dealer of the phones. So they wanted to sell the stores to their employees, because then I, like the streets, I got to go to the plug to get my phones. So they became the plug. So they would sell the store for a certain amount of thousands and bring in passive income with the money you pay them in franchising fees. And then they would force you to pay a certain amount of thousands every month to buy the phones that you need from them. So it was a heck of a situation. But in that, I learned that you can get access, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Shake Shack, you can get access to bigger brands for a franchising fee. Whereas usually to start a business, you're looking at anywhere between as little as $2 to as much as $2 million, right? When you franchise, it gives you, if you have a little ticket stacked away, you know what I'm saying, a nice little lump sum, a change stacked away, you can invest that in a business that you know is at least going to bring in revenue. You may not be profitable within your first couple years, but you're going to be profitable faster, oftentimes, especially with restaurants. You're oftentimes going to be profitable faster if you franchise than if you start it up from scratch.
Had a chip on my shoulder. I wish you never came around. My heart's been broken, it's over. We were friends before the madness, that's when we became closer. I used to want the bitches and the diamonds, until I realized it's really priceless. There's more to life than shining. We put the time behind it. Catch me on a bigger scene, stand 10 toes, never fold, always keep it G. We was messed up way before the corona. I keep that Mac tuck, case a nigga run on me, so please don't act tough. We don't fuck with these phonies. I keep my Nina, she's the leader. I just followed and squeezed her. I got these niggas all on my.
Sound like all glory, don't it? Yeah, it's amazing, man. It gives you real access. But the problem is you still are responsible for running the business, and out of what would be your profit, you got to pay them. So oftentimes you got to pay them every month, or you got to pay them a high franchising fee, and they know that the $500 that McDonald's charge, everybody ain't got that. So then usually what Chick-fil-A and Shake Shack do is lower the franchising fee to initially get started, $5K, $10K, $15,000. And then what they have you do is pay monthly, right? You talking about $2, $3, $4, $5, $10,000 a month out of your revenue. You are in charge of your rent. You're in charge of your paying your employees, insurance, all of the other inventory costs, the burger buns, the chicken, the grease, all of the stuff. You got to pay that, and you have to pay a franchising fee on top of that, which makes your margins paper thin. So then, if you're looking to level up your situation in this next year, franchising might definitely be an option. But if you don't want to do all of the hard work and you don't want to be leveraged, because that's what you are when you're a franchisee, you're being leveraged. So if you don't want to continue to be leveraged and you want to create some leverage for you and your family, it might not be the route that you might want to see. So all of them little ads that you see that pop up that say start with as low as $5,000 or $10,000 to have your own business, you might want to revalue them ads. I'm just saying. All right, so look, two things before we go. What I want to tell you guys is I greatly appreciate you if you got to this section. And if you want to start a business and you don't got the big bag, you don't got 5,000, 10,000, or 15,000 laying around, or you do, but you want that time freedom, that location freedom. You don't want to have to go into a building, pay the rent every month. You don't want to have to hire 1,000 employees for them to call you, for you to have to go into work when they get sick. You want to do things your way, but you want the money. You want to live your life that you deserve to live. I found a way. So what I'm going to do is give you guys access to it by going down, hitting the link in the description, so you can unlock the little video that'll show you what type of motion that we got going on, man. I'm talking about starting a business that has unlimited upside with low overhead. You ain't got to do nothing but pay your cell phone bill and have access to Wi-Fi. That's it. That's all you got to do to make money with this. If that sound like something that, you know what I'm saying? That sound like I'm talking to your inner entrepreneur in this next year, go ahead, hit the link in the description. And the second thing I want you to do is, man, listen, it's love. So all I need y'all to do is go ahead, hit that subscribe button, man, and let's set 2024 off right. We'll see you guys on the next video.